Hello, friends, and happy G2E season. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Caitlin Harte. I'm the Director of Product Marketing here at Incredible Technologies. Now, unfortunately, as you know, we're not going to be able to meet in person in Vegas at G2E since it's gone virtual, but we're trying to come up with some positives that outweigh the negative not being able to see everybody. So we're thinking our feet don't hurt. That's great. You get to wear pajamas to the show, which has always been a dream of mine, at least. We get to show you around our showroom here in Vernon Hills, Illinois. And I finally get to do demos the way that I've always asked to do demos, which is give me great lighting and Beyonce wind. Okay, let's get started. Oh, I can't get too far without telling you the good news. Incredible Technologies has officially entered the Class 2 market. That's right, we are coming for you, Class 2. We are so excited to be able to offer something new and different on Class 2 floors. And we are launching with our tried and true hardware. We are launching with our Skybox, which you can see here behind me, as well as our Infinity V55 over here. And we are launching with our most popular, highest performing titles to get those titles out to those markets who have never seen Incredible Technologies games before. So we are so excited to get those games in the hands of brand new players, create new fans, and get IT into a whole new market. When Incredible Technologies first entered the Class 3 gaming market over 10 years ago, we relied heavily on our partnerships with tribal properties across the country. We were able to test products right when we were the new guy in town, and we know it's risky to take a bet on the little guy, but we are so thankful that there were partners out there who did, because we were able to grow and learn. And I know we wouldn't be the company we are today without the help of those partners. So we feel very honored that we're now able to offer a product specifically for our tribal partners in our new Class 2 markets. So as we look to our future in Class 2 gaming, looking past our initial launch into those Phase 1 markets, which again are those markets that have never seen Incredible Technologies games before, and we look past that to Phase 2, which are mixed markets where there are Class 2 and Class 3 properties coexisting, even on the same floor. Class 2 and Class 3 product is coexisting. In those markets, we are in the background coming up with great, brand new, never before seen content to be used specifically in those Class 2 markets. So games that you cannot get in Class 3 will be available specifically for Class 2 exclusive content, and we cannot wait to start launching that. We are looking forward to getting our Class 2 product in a market near you. If you have any questions on our Class 2 offerings, I urge you to contact our new Director of Central Determinant Gaming, Russ Witt. If you know Class 2, I am sure you know Russ. I'll put his contact info here. Reach out to him, let's schedule a meeting, and let's get Class 2 in your property. At G2E in 2019, our show message was reshape your floor. We were asking operators to take a closer look at their floor and take a look at our products that were offering new configurations that had never been seen, configurations with names like Pinwheel, Dogbone, Sawtooth, which the names are crazy enough, but the shapes are crazier, and they really make an impact on the floor. We're seeing higher performing games on those banks in those shapes. So when the world came to a pause in March earlier this year, and the gaming industry came to a pause along with it, we all had to kind of take inventory of what we thought was going to be the casino of the future when casinos started to reopen, and what those slot floors were going to look like. So a lot of manufacturers, peripheral companies started creating new solutions to potential problems. So creating space on the floor, creating barriers. So we saw a lot of plexi coming out and different system integrations, which is awesome. So our solution to that, an answer to all of those products, is very IT and very simple, definitely baked with our DNA, and it is called the Universal Jumbo Edge, which you'll see right here. The Universal Jumbo Edge was really born out of IT's entire product merchandising philosophy, which is to create a cohesive bank look, separate games, give players some space, but do so with a dynamic video screen. So our Infinity Edge product does this on our V55 cabinet, and we hope that the Jumbo Edge can do the same for not only our games on the floor, but the Jumbo Edge was built to be universal, so it can be placed on any manufacturer's games. So the Universal Jumbo Edge comes in two configurations. So we have the base configuration, where it literally can just plop onto a 28-inch base. So if you're taking games off your floor and you want to just put something in there to fill the space temporarily or long-term, that's a great option for that. We also have the cylinder option, which comes on a cylinder base, which allows it to be positioned in many different types of new configurations. So if you have a bank of 6 games back to back and you want to split them up into a carousel, the cylinder option is great for that because it can be just spaced in between all of those games to create a cohesive look, separate games really easily, and can be, like I said, temporary or permanent on the floor, long-term and short-term solution there because it's video. It never really goes out of style. You don't have to update it with more than just updating a USB stick. So there's lots of different content that can be played on the Universal Jumbo Edge. We have generic attract mode, game specific, property specific, if you've got new policies you want to display. Anything that you could put on any of your internal signage can certainly be displayed on the Universal Jumbo Edge. So we are very excited about this launch. It's just starting to ship out right now. Installs are going on as we speak, actually, and we can't wait to get more out there. I am standing here in front of the Infinity Pilot cabinet. The Infinity Pilot launched last fall at G2E 2019 and started its launch shortly thereafter out to the market. We saw great success in the initial installs. The launch game family, the Double Deluxe game family, utilized one of our most popular brands that we've ever created, Crazy Money, with upgraded features. So it was called Crazy Money Double Deluxe. It had a partner game, Hong Kong Double Deluxe, and those are still out in the field doing upwards of 2 times House X, as high as 4+X at some locations, which has been great because we haven't had to convert those, but in the background, we're still creating new great game content. So we're gonna walk through some of that today. The Infinity Pilot itself has been great in the times of properties reconfiguring their floors for social distancing based on its size and the configurations that we had launched with it. So there are 2 great configurations that create natural social distance between games, and those are called the dog bone, which literally looks like an overhead dog bone, and you can do that with 4, 6, 8 games. You can also do the gear, which looks overhead like a mechanical gear. So it has each dog bone and gear configuration feature edge monitors, which are 58-inch screens that have been cut in half vertically that we use to create distance between games, to create a cohesive bank look with merchandising. You can create custom graphics to put on those. You can just have attract mode. It really ties the bank together, but creates distance between each game. The 4-pack dog bone actually measures 6 feet distance between 2 games, which is a natural social distance guideline. So that's been really great and highly recommended based on performance we're seeing from those banks also. Okay, so we are going to walk through some features on Happy 8's Prosperity Boost. So you can see on the screen, we've already collected quite a few numbers up here through our cycle. So the basis of Happy 8s is that you get 8 spins to collect as much as you can up here, and on the 8th spin, what you've collected is either awarded, or if it's wilds, they're placed down on the reels for the 8th spin. So some differences in this game versus the V55 version is the bet level. So the bet level on this is 88 credits, whereas on the V55 version it's 60. So the addition of those credits is put into the extra features into this game. So this game is the Prosperity Boost. So Prosperity Boost means these 2 dragons, which help you at random times throughout the game. So one of the dragons adds multipliers, and one of the dragons helps you by building up your bank of collectibles before your spin cycle starts. What's also great about this type of game with its persistent features is how players have learned to kind of come up to these games and do window shopping. So right on our button panel, we have all of the bet levels listed, but on top of that, we also have any wilds that have been collected at that bet level. So if you walked up and wanted to see each bet level, you could come up, window shop, see what was already collected. Maybe someone cashed out, ran out of money, but still left some goodies up in the collectibles. So you can see here, max bet has 2 minors collected, but if we go down to min bet, we already have 4 collectibles of 5 towards the grand. So that might entice a player to walk up, put a little bit of money in this for the rest of the spin cycle to see if that can be awarded. So the free spins on this game are really cool. Because it's an 8-spin cycle, it's possible, because you only need 3 symbols to trigger the free spins, that you trigger the free spins early on, and then anything you collect throughout the free spins is then carried over into your regular 8-game spin cycle. So it's an extra 8 spins for you to collect more stuff to bring back into the main game, to possibly trigger a progressive or re-trigger the bonus, and to get many more wilds for when you come back out. So here we're at max bet. We've collected 2 of 3 bonus symbols, but we're only on spin 3 of 8 of our main spin cycle. So we're gonna trigger that bonus. We've got 3 symbols. We're gonna go into 8 free spins. Free spins play very similarly to the base game, so you're still collecting. The wild that we had already collected before the free spins triggered moves around for every spin, while any additional wild we get after that will be added up to the collection. So we've got the Prosperity Boost Dragon over here, just gave us 2 extra wilds up there. So now we've got 3, 4. So like I said, once our free spin round is over and we go back out to our regular 8-game spin cycle, anything we've collected up here comes with us. So that's really exciting. So what's really cool about this is, like, unlike some other persistent games where the wilds have a certain place that they always stay or it's more predictable, on this, every spin, the wilds switch around. So it's unpredictable where they're going to be. The more wilds there are, obviously, the more exciting the real set. So we've got quite a bit of wilds right now. So that was our 8-spin cycle. A little over $50 on that one at a penny. We're gonna go back out to our regular spin cycle. So we're on spin 4 of 8 was when the bonus triggered. So spin 5 now. So anything we collected in that base game or in the free spins came back to the base game. So now we're basically building back up our bonus for that 8th spin. Okay, so now we're on our next round of 8 spins. You can see what we've collected. We're on spin 7 of 8. We'll get 13 wilds on our 8th spin. So let's go ahead and spin that. You can see our dragon over here, our Prosperity Boost. He's throwing out multipliers. So we got an 8x on reel 1, a 2x on reel 2. Oh my goodness, and a 2x on reel 4. Another 5x on reel 1. So you can see how big of a benefit that is on these lines where you've got multiple multipliers now. You've got an 8x and a 2x, which equals a 16x multiplier on those lines. So the addition of these dragons are a huge benefit to the player. So players who loved Happy 8s and Jolly 8s in their original form will really love this version with the addition of the dragons and the Prosperity Boost that can help them with the cycle of collecting, as well as the multipliers on the reels. At G2E last year, we launched the Ultra Rush game family on our Infinity Skybox cabinet. Now, we took that game when we put it out, and it has performed great for us. So we knew that there was something special about the math. So we decided to upgrade it for our V55 cabinet, and it is now called, in this form factor, Ultra Rush Gold. And there are 2 base game themes, which are Mythical Phoenix and Tiger Run. So 2 brand new base themes, a twist on the old feature from Ultra Rush, and uses the lock and spin mechanic. And it is displayed with a persistent feature. So it's taking a lot of what's hot in the market right now, packaging it together in an art style that seems to resonate really well with players, and gives them a ton of options for configurability on this for operators, making it a really exciting, brand new game family for us. We're really excited to get this one out into the market, so I'm gonna walk you through some of the features. So as the name says, it's Ultra Rush Gold. So what does that mean? So in this game, there's an additional persistence feature that as it relates to the Ultra Rush bonus, which is a hold and spin bonus. So anytime you get a orb on the screen that is gold, it locks on the screen for 3 spins, unless you get another one and then it refills back up to 3 spins. But it's basically giving you extra chances to trigger the Ultra Rush bonus. So you need 6 symbols, 6 of these orbs, whether they're gold or white, to initiate the Ultra Rush bonus. So we've got some gold ones on the screen here that have already landed. So you can see up here, you've got this counter that says 3 gold lock spins. So basically that is saying the next spins you have are paid, but these orbs will stay on the screen to contribute to those 6. So you've already got 4 out of the 6. So it's kind of encouraging the players to stick it out, give it a couple more spins as a try to see if you can get those 2 extra or however many extra during their event, but to get extra symbols on the screen to trigger that Ultra Rush bonus. It also has obviously the credit amounts right there on the orb, so that's also encouraging that they just need 2 more, and they'll get all of those plus anything else that they accumulate during that bonus. So you'll see here they also have regular symbols on them, and that's saying that they don't act as blockers. They also still contribute to line wins as well. So they're not a detriment to the player. They're really only there to help. So you can see there we landed one in the exact same spot as that other one. So now we've got 5 that reset back up to 3. So again, these are paid spins. This isn't a free spin event or anything like that. So moving on to the Ultra Rush bonus. It's triggered by 6, like I mentioned, 6 of the white or gold orbs in the base game. When you get into the hold and spin bonus, you'll see the credit amounts have all shifted over to the right. That's on purpose. We want the player to just focus on the empties all in one location so they can easily keep track of hits and misses. So you're awarded 3 spins off the bat. If you land any credit amount in the grid during the bonus, that bumps back up to 3 spins. If you fill in the whole screen, in the whole grid, you win a static credit amount. So at max bet here, you win $600 extra if you fill in the whole screen. You're also looking for wheel symbols, because at the end of the event, you spin the wheel overhead to see which progressives you're awarded. So there are 4 levels in this game. There are 2 static jackpots and 2 incrementing progressives available at any bet. So we're gonna get started here. You can see we've already actually been awarded a wheel. So we know at the end of these spins, we're going to be awarded at least one of the progressive amounts. So anytime one of those numbers fills in, the number resets back up to 3. And the way they're displayed like this, it's super easy to keep track of what you're rooting for and how many you have left to fill in. Well, this is interesting. So we just got a Phoenix extra event. So in both games, the Tiger and the Phoenix can award things randomly to the player as a gesture of goodwill. For instance, the Phoenix there, we were out of spins, our bonus was over. It did its Phoenix call and it put 3 extra bonus spins up there for us. So we get to continue our bonus event. So we've got 3 extra spins, good thing. We got extra 1, we keep going. Last spin, okay, so there we go. So no more extra Phoenix spins, but you can see, like I mentioned with that wheel, that awards the progressives. So now we're gonna spin that. We got 1 wheel symbol down here, so we get 1 wheel spin up here. So we got the mini, so that's $10. So the mini fills in down here. And so now when we count up, the feature is complete. We're gonna count up in dollars as opposed to credits. So really easy to understand, very on trend right now. Players can't seem to get enough of this type of feature. So we were happy to be able to take the parts of Ultra Rush, the original, and bring it to this form factor with the addition of the gold spin. We are really excited about this game family. So this is the Wheel Force game family. It has 2 base themes. So we have Wheel Force Bright Sevens over here and Wheel Force Chosen Eights right here. Wheel Force Bright Sevens is a standard casino theme focusing on the number 7 as the top symbol. And Chosen Eights is an Asian theme focusing on the number 8 as its top symbol. So 2 different flavors to attract 2 different types of players. but overall it has the same shared feature, which is the wheel force feature. So overhead on both of the games, you'll see the slow moving wheel going at all times with different awards on them. So you'll see wild, credit amounts, bonus entry. So this game also has progressives in it. So it has 2 shared progressives overhead, which are the major and the grand. The grand resets at $10,000. It also has 2 jackpots, the mini and the minor, that scale with your bet level. So as you bet higher, those amounts increase. But the 2 top progressives, the major and the grand, are available at any bet. So even if you're min betting, you have the possibility to win any of the amounts overhead. So that's really exciting. The min bet on this by default is 40 credits, but that could be raised up if you needed a different amount to match the floor or section to be comparable that way. So this game has been out on test since the end of August. It's performing really well. We're really excited to get it out onto more floors, and I'll walk you through some of the features now. So now we're going to talk about how the actual wheel force feature works on this game. So we're going to give it a spin. What we're looking for are these wedges that say wheel on them to land. So we just got the best possible outcome. We got 3 wedges. That's the most wedges you can have on the wheel. So what happened then is it put these indicators overhead to show us what we're looking for. So once we spin the wheel, we're going to be looking for all of these bonus features overhead: progressive, free spins, credit amounts, multipliers, wilds. So it can land on any of those. So we're gonna give it a spin. On our games, you can spin on the button panel, you can touch the spin button, or you can touch the actual game. So I'm gonna do that, give it a spin. So now as it slows down, we got the anticipation building of the different outcomes we can have. We got 3 stacks of wilds. Those are gonna slam down onto the reels. So now we've got 3 stacks of wilds down here to create line wins for us. We are so excited about this next game, family, because it is a new launch of an old favorite. So those of you who have been following the Incredible Technologies story for a while will recognize Crazy Money 2. So Crazy Money 2 was launched over 6 years ago on one of our original platforms. It's one of the highest performing titles we've ever put out. We've used the math in other games. It remains on floors today on old form factors that still performs really high. So what we decided to do was take the success of that and port it over to a V55 cabinet. So what you're seeing here are 2 games that utilize the same math, proven math that we know works. So we've got Crazy Money 2 and Money Inferno. Both have very similar art utilizing our famous Money brand, which is these bright, colorful stacks of dollar bills. They have all of the same settings that the original did. So for instance, the bet levels on these, the min bet is 20 credits, which, gasp, I know, is unheard of nowadays to have a game with a min bet of 20 credits. So by default, the bet levels have good, better, best in them, which means good odds at min bet. As you scale up your bet, your odds get better. So that is still in there from the game that launched over 6 years ago that had it in there as well. So when you click on the bet level, you'll see that thermometer of good, better, best odds. The great thing about it being a 20 credit min bet game is you could certainly set it at the defaults and it will perform great, I'm sure of that. But if you think that your floor requires a little bit higher min bet level because to match the games around it, you can configure the min bet. It's scalable up to 20x at max bet. So right now the max bet is set by default at 8x the min bet, so 160 credits. So we believe that the staying power is there for this brand, this math, these titles. So we're really excited about that. So now I'll walk you through some of the gameplay if you've never seen the games before. So just like the original, this game has 2 bonus events. It has the Mint, which is a free spin event where you're collecting for progressive. And then it has our player favorite money catch bonus. So I'll walk you through the Mint bonus first. So on this game, what you're looking for is wheels. So you can land between 3 to 4 wheels, and then depending on how many you trigger with is what is shown on the wheel. So we'll give it a spin. We're looking for hopefully the Mint or the money catch bonus here. I love magic. So we got the mint bonus, which is our free spin bonus, but also it's how we win progressives. So we're going to collect the gold coins to unlock progressives throughout this. The real sets changed to a 3x3, and you see these coins, that's what we're collecting overhead. So 5 coins gets the mini, 4 more coins after that gets the minor, 5 more after that major, 4 more after that is the grand. So you're still getting line wins here on the money, but you're also looking for those gold scatters. So this is a max bet for progressives game, but like I said, the max bet of being $1.60 or 160 credits, we're seeing a high average bet because we think players are willing to spend the $1.60 for progressives on this one. So you can see there, we got the 5 coins, we got the mini. Now we're gonna start collecting in this column for the minor. So you can see this is kind of like a anticipation hyper real event, knowing that you got something good. So in that instance, it was a trigger to show that something good was about to happen, which was that we got the minor, which is exciting. So this time we're looking to land on the money catch bonus, which is a player favorite. It's been in several of our money games and our money brand of games. Crazy Money Deluxe, which is our #1 title on Skybox. The original Crazy Money 2, Crazy Money Double Deluxe on our Infinity Pilot. So it's a game that players have come to know from us and love. The ones who love it really love it. You've seen them in the casino going crazy. So all this really is we're using the size of the V55 screen to really get those bills flying. It's a moving pick'em event that players go crazy for, tap the screen really fast. So we're gonna get started here. We've got multi-touch on our V55 screen. So we're gonna pick pretty fast and see what happens. So it goes really fast. Those are my 20 plus catches. A little over $68 there on that win. Again, at $1.60 bet. The returns are really great to the player. They have fun with that event. It's stayed true to the original. So we've seen similar numbers on this one, and we're looking forward to getting more out into the field. Now, it would not be a product preview without mentioning the often imitated but never duplicated Infinity Skybox cabinet. That's right, that's this beast you see here behind me. The Infinity Skybox debuted at G2E in 2015. I know, I can't believe it's been that long either, because this thing continues to rock on floors all across the country. It launched with Crazy Money Deluxe, which remains one of the highest performing titles in our slot history and has had a steady stream of hits on it ever since then, the most recent being Ultra Rush, which debuted at G2E last year. We are so excited that game development continues on this platform with several new game families set to debut this year. One of those is Wild Break, which is here on these cabinets, which features a persistent feature, player selectable multi-denom, and 2 base titles, which are called Sensational and Pigtastic, which also happen to be 2 of my favorite names in the history of naming games. So there's that. We also offer now the Infinity U23 to Skybox conversion kit. So if you have U23 games on your floor and would like to upgrade them to the big and beautiful Infinity Skybox cabinet, I urge you to contact your IT account manager and we can get some new Skybox content on your floor today. So there you have it. Thanks for coming along with us on our virtual tour. We're so thankful that there's technology that is allowing us to do this. We're looking forward to hopefully being back in Vegas next year. But until then, we're gonna keep coming up with new and innovative ways to share new game content with you, what's going on with us, so be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, we hope everybody stays safe and healthy, and please be in touch with us. We look forward to seeing you sometime soon.